Hello, Aquarius. It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your January 2019 reading. I want to apologize for taking so long, but I've had a lot of personal readings to do, and they pay the bills, so they came first. I'm having a holiday special right now, which is why I'm getting so many readings, and it's $45 for 45 minutes. So if you want to contact me via email or Facebook, the information is in the box below. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. I was looking at my analytics, and I could see that 90% of my viewers are not subscribed. And subscribing is free. It's, there's no registration or signing up for anything, and you don't get pestered with notifications and emails and whatnot. So it just helps me a lot and my advertisers. And, if you have to watch the advertisements, why shouldn't they pay? And that's kind of how I see it. So when you like or subscribe or share, that, rings a bell somewhere, and the advertisers have to pay to advertise. And why shouldn't they, right? So anyway, Aquarius, Happy New Year. Your birthday's coming up soon. So what are the messages for Aquarius, January 2019? Aquarius, January 2019. So yes, happy birthday to you in January. I'll probably be putting videos up again before your birthday actually gets here, but I'll say it now as well. Happy birthday. Look at that. So they're ready. Also, 2 cards fell out, because after I finished the last reading, then I start shuffling, I start thinking, okay, who am I doing next here? Aquarius. And I start thinking, and 2 cards fell out. So I'm going to show you those cards as well as this one. And this one's a time card. So it's an ace, so I would say 1 day, 1 week, or 1 month is how I like to say it. And I've been turning them over this month before I get going. And just so that we can have a look. And you can kind of see, kind of not, I guess, because of the angle. But anyway, you can see me turning them over and all that. I'm legit. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Very nice. So, first of all, I want to address these cards. The Page and the 4 of Cups. Now, the Page is about loving yourself. Seeing yourself and loving yourself just the way you are. Sure, we all need tweaks here and there, but basically who we are is who we need to love, because you got to live with yourself for your whole life. So you might as well really appreciate everything you have to offer yourself and others. When you're good to yourself, and it ripples out to everything else you touch. So the most important thing is that you're good to yourself. Whatever you give yourself ripples out. So if you say, I'm a dumbass, that's going to ripple out. But if you say, oh, I'm such a good writer, and everyone tells me I'm really good with makeup, or I'm very active, and I participate in volunteering, and I'm so proud of myself for that. Whatever it is, you need to say that to yourself. Appreciate that about yourself. And if you don't believe it right now, you should be working with affirmations. And affirmations are important to say out loud to yourself. They're I statements. I'm amazing. I am beautiful. I am capable. Whatever you need to believe about yourself, that should be in your affirmation. And you need to say it out loud every single time you look at it. Okay? Don't put it in a closet. put it up on a mirror in the bathroom or behind the kitchen sink or places where you will be standing for longer periods of time. And so you'll see it and you have to say it out loud. Okay, you get it. The next card was the Four of Cups. And this is about creating doubt where there may not be a problem at all. Your friends are whispering in your ear, or your family or those around you, that, you know, what's this and what's that, and don't you think it's weird, and, you know, and they're causing you to doubt. And the situation might be fine the way it is, but when we are asked to doubt or question something, it's kind of good because, you know, we may have had those questions ourselves. And bringing these things up to the forefront only brings a couple closer, really, or friends closer in a relationship. When you question, you learn. It means you want to know about them, learn about them, or they about you. You know, and this might be about you loving yourself. There's someone creating doubt. Maybe someone saying, no, you're not that great. Hey, get off your high horse. You know, you're not that fantastic. And, you know, this may be a time when you need to say, oh, yes, I am. Oh, yeah, I am. And, or, you know, where you may need tweaking, you know, where you may need to adjust this or adjust that. It's not serving you, doing you any good. But the thing is, don't doubt yourself. You are, I always say, you won the race. You know, you won the race for a reason. There's something you got that we need, you know. There's something you have to offer. We all do. And then you got the Ace of Wands. So this is a new opportunity coming your way. It's a gift. It's an offer. It's probably something that's going to be challenging. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth the rewards, the recognition, and everything that you get from it. And it could be a feeling of pride that you get from it too, you know. But anyway, I would say 1 day, 1 week, 1 year, you're going to get this offer, this opportunity. Not 1 year. 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. So this is within January that this offer is coming. I would say it's probably a week or a month. Okay. Yeah. Like it's within that month because you got the 4. And you know, this is telling you, don't doubt yourself. Didn't I just say you got something to offer? You have something to offer and this is it. You have something to offer. So you need to value that in yourself. You do. So your first card, I've been addressing that this month too, is the past, present, future thing. So when I say the past, these are the cards in your past. It is now or before January, because we're reading for January, right? So it's before January. And the present is the first couple of weeks in January. That stuff should unfold in the first couple of weeks. And then the future is the last couple of weeks or the last week or thereafter January. It is coming. It's coming in your future. So when I say future, that's not the 1st of January. That's more like the end of January. Okay? So if you don't see it happening yet, that's probably why. Anyhow, your first card in the past is the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is very firmly planted. She could be a he or a she. I'm going to call her she just while I'm talking about her, but it could be a he as well. Could be a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus in your life. She's very firmly planted and comfortable where she is. She is willing and ready to invest in something or someone, but she is not moving until she finds the right thing. She wants to be sure, you know, she wants to have a look at it, study it for a while to make sure it's worthy of her investment. So this woman could be very sexual. You can see right through her garment. And she also is very capable as well. This could be what you're feeling right now, something you're emanating right now, Aquarius, is you want to invest in something. You're ready to, but you're not sure. You don't want to just go and throw your time and money and energy into just anything. It should be worth your while, okay? See, that's why she's lazing there. That's why she's so comfortable, because she's like, it's got to be worth my while, or I ain't budging, having that confidence herself, because there's no point wasting energy on the things that aren't for us, aren't meant for us, okay? And then you have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune says change is happening. It's already in the works, because it's happening now, your past. And this is change for the better. Change, good fortune that's coming to you, okay? Then you have the Eight of Cups. And this shows you ready to leave a situation, a relationship perhaps. Doesn't have to be a love relationship. Can be family or friends, or maybe a whole group of friends. You don't want to associate with them anymore because it's not contributing to your path where you want to be going. So this is something's missing from this relationship. It looks really good. There's so many good things about it. It has all this potential, but there's 2 cups missing. There's something missing, and they're very important to you. If you were to make a perfect mate list, those things would be near the top. So, I always use myself as an example. I was in a relationship, and I used to call him the 99% guy, because he had so much going for him. He was funny, he was fun, he was active, he was handy as hell. He was responsible and worked hard and everything, but he had no emotion, no affection at all. He didn't want to touch. I'll love you from over there. And I need to be touched. And I didn't realize, it took me 6 years to realize how much I needed that, and that I couldn't live without it. I'm a touchy person, and affectionate too. I like to say nice things to people because it makes me feel good to help people feel good, or feel their own goodness, And so I realized I wasn't getting that. I was given it, but I wasn't getting it. And I was willing to sacrifice the whole relationship to get to have that in my life. And so this is kind of where you are right now, for whatever those 2 cups are for you. You're willing to sacrifice the whole relationship if you don't get that. That's how important it is to you. And whatever those 2 things are for you, maybe it's responsibility, maybe it's honesty, maybe it's commitment. I don't know. You'll have to decide. But you're at this point right now where you're thinking things are going to change, or I'm out of here. And we can't force someone to be like that. They can't just, we can't invent characteristics we don't have. So to ask them to do that is wrong. To realize that that's just not who they are. I thought that they would, become that or do that, or, and they're not. So you have to accept them the way they are or move on. The Queen of Cups is the first card in your present. And the Queen of Cups is, could be male or female, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And so this is quite they're usually very helpful people. They base what they do on an emotional level, how they feel about it. sometimes it doesn't matter what they think about it. They do it because they just want to help, or it's how they feel about it. They run a lot on their emotions. The other thing, too, is they can have a very calm exterior, but there could be a lot going on, boiling underneath. And I don't mean boiling, but a lot of emotional activity inside them. But on the outside, they're just real cool, you know. It's like, yeah, I like you, you know, and inside they're like, oh my God, I want to be with you so badly. And this isn't always about a love interest. This also could be how you're feeling as well, Aquarius. What you're going through now. Feeling very emotional about things. And maybe you're not letting enough of that out. One problem with water signs, you don't know half the stuff they're feeling. They keep a lot of it in, and because they don't want to be vulnerable. Nobody does, you know. But they have to feel very, very safe, or they blurt things out, and then the way they say it is like, did they really mean that? Like, or they were just, you know, that just came out of nowhere. So, anyway, You have a lot of women in your reading. It looks like there's a lot of females in your life here. Females around you, or a lot of people around you in your life. This is the center of your reading. In your present right now, but it's the focus. The center card is kind of the focus. Why? And all the other cards are rippling out from that, okay? And the focus is that you're overwhelmed. You're overwhelmed. There's so many things on your mind that, and you feel like each wand is a task, something you need to get done, or that you need to, some of them are goals, some of them are responsibilities, some of them are tasks, but it's all too much right now, like it's, and you're just thinking of it actually getting nowhere. Meanwhile, you've won. You've achieved your goal. You've done it. You know, your ship's broken down, but you're home. You got there. And you've won the Golden Fleece, but you're so overburdened right now to appreciate it. So just rest for a while and think about what you've been able to achieve. A good way to do that is a timeline, to make a timeline of your life. And at one end of the line you put 0 or birth, and at the other end of the line you put your age that you are now. And you kind of put ticks at 5-year increments, and just start adding things that you've achieved in your life, what you've been able to accomplish, even as a kid, little trophies and achievement awards and stuff like that. Then you start putting down other things that you've lived through, challenges and whatnot. And then you can really appreciate what you've been able to accomplish, and it might just be a good exercise for you to get some of this stuff out of your head, and the worry. Like, so much of it is worry and just like concerns. The next woman you have in your life is the Queen of Swords, and so male or female, and this is you, Aquarius. This is air sign, so Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And you know, she's cutting to the truth. She's talking about her feelings and how she feels about things. How she's not, like, I think you're going to get some of this stuff out, right? Like, you know, and if you look at this, you know, you've got your heart on one side and your mind on the other, and you're trying to take it on all on yourself. Meanwhile, there's people around you to help you and to talk you through it, or to help you with some of these worries, these tasks, these things that you're carrying, these burdens. So I think that you need to clear the air, and that's what she's about, clearing the air. And you need to release some of these burdens. And I think that's how you're going to do it. You're going to talk about it, because the Queen of Swords is really about talking. Like, I think that's one of the ways they work things out. Perhaps you'll write about it, because that's communication too. Maybe blog about your experiences or something like that. But it's communication. Communication, okay? It's kind of neat how the last card in your past energy is this one. She's walking away in darkness and confused and disappointed. And here, you're sitting in a chair of stone, and out in the clear air, and you know how you feel now. I know the Queen of Swords is a very clear thinker, but that you've combined your heart and your mind here. I think with this Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords on these two sides here, the other thing too could be is that this is a relationship, okay? This is a relationship, and it feels very overburdened, okay? Or there's burdens between these two people, okay? And the thing is that you have a sense of achievement, that you guys have achieved something together, because here's the golden fleece. It's the proof that you did it. When Jason went on that adventure to get the golden fleece, he had to sail across the sea, fight a dragon, and get a team together. And in the end, he arrived home alone. But he arrived with the golden fleece. He got it. He achieved his goal. So you guys are achieving something together, but you're so overburdened with your concerns and worries about the past. It seems like the past, or things that was. Like he's thinking about everything he's just been through. But he's done. He's done now, And it's the 10 too. Your burdens are over, actually. So as soon as you get some rest, and you can finally appreciate what you have been able to achieve here. And that's what you're not looking at, what you have achieved. You only are looking at the problems and the burdens and the concerns, right? So that's just like on the relationship perspective. Okay, so your future, you have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is conflicting ideas, disagreements, opposing. Okay, it's opposing. I say it's blue, you say it's aquamarine. Some of these might be very important. The important thing is that each side gets heard, because there's more than one solution to any problem, and maybe you're both right, maybe you're both wrong. But anyway, this is about conflicting ideas about or opinions, conflicting opinions, okay? I also get from this past energy, like maybe in the past, someone wasn't willing to budge. They weren't willing to budge. No, 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 no. And something changed. Something changed, and the other person says, well, fine, then I'm out of here. I'm not living with that, or I'm not living without it, whatever the case may be. And so that changed things. That changed things big time, and for the better, I think, because sometimes we need this disruption in our lives to now consider, oh my God, you realize what is valuable to you. You realize what is valuable to you. Speaking of which, you got the Ten of Cups, and I want to tell you, oh, I like this. I like this. I love it. I love it. Look at that. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. Change is happening. Change is in the air for the better. And this 10 of Wands. So overburdened, exhausted, but it is the 10, and you accomplished the goal. And then the 10 of Cups. This is the union, the marriage, the everything, recognizing everything you've worked for. You've really worked hard, and you've built this relationship up, okay? Until that you agree, you think as one now, and you're working on the relationship, okay? Because you realize you have achieved something here. You've reached your goals. Now you have to recognize it. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Because you may think, oh, I don't want to fight all the time. I don't want to, can't we agree to disagree? So, the Chariot is your last card, which is a wonderful card too. The Chariot is about moving, and I think you're moving for sure from where you are. I think it's moving. I think that maybe your environment is like this, and you think, oh, it's not doing any good for our relationship. We're products of our environment. So let's take this beautiful union, these two beautiful people who realize they love each other, and let's move and make it better. I think you're going to move. The Chariot also represents changes. It represents sometimes being pulled in two different directions, like it's also getting a handle, getting a hold of the driver's wheel. Who's driving this thing anyway? If you can't complain about where you end up if you're not watching where you're going. Okay? And that's not a lecture. It's a call to you to pay attention. Be purposeful where you're going. The other thing, too, is you could be traveling. I think it's moving. Because look at the couple have come together. So the obvious next thing is moving in together, getting a new place, something. And it also says that the relationship is moving. It's moving along. It's making tracks. Ooh, I like it. You got actually really good cards. I think some of this stuff needed to happen for you to realize what you got. What's worth what to you. What's worth what? It's kind of funny. Yet when you turned over the Ace of Wands in the jumpers, and then you got the 10. So it's going from the ace to the 10 through the whole thing, you know, all the learning and everything. That's all learning, right? About your goals, really what your goals are. Because sometimes we can think, oh, I really want to work on a cruise ship, and then you start working on a cruise ship, and you're like, I'm claustrophobic. I can't get off this thing. I got to get out of this job. I can't stand it, you know. And what's the point of staying where you're not happy? It is so non-productive. We need to be where we need to be. I want to mention that I just got this for Christmas, and my niece gave it to me. She said it's for the throat chakra, and because I do a lot of talking, which I do, so that's helping me with my talking. I gotta start drinking more water. I quit smoking. I forgot to tell everybody that. I quit smoking, so I've been not smoking for about a month now. I probably put on 10 pounds, but I'm really happy I'm not smoking. So, what are the messages for Aquarius, January 2019? Tell me, what are the messages? This is so nice. It almost doesn't need clarity. It's pretty plain as day that love is in the air and change is in the air. Change for the better. Change for the better. You know, you're probably going to worry about it, but it's change for the better. It's going to bring around good things, the right things. Why you've been doing all this work in the first place, you know? Oh, here we go. What we got? Ha! I told you were moving. I knew it. 10 of clubs. Right there. For me, not necessarily according to all those playing card books out there, but for me, that means moving. You're moving. And you're a lot happier. You're a lot happier. You're, I also think you're developing friendships, like good friendships, now. But you are moving. No doubt about it. You want to move to somewhere better, friendlier. You want a friendlier environment. Yeah. Then here you have I think that there's some sort of sorrow. It's going to begin with sorrow, this little situation here. But you're going to take steps toward security and building security, basically. And this is at work in a way. Like maybe there could be you might get turned down for a job and then apply to this other place and it's better. You know, you were turned down for a reason. Or there's some sort, this is disappointment. This is disappointment that makes you look down on yourself kind of thing. But don't do that, because this isn't meant for you. And it's because you're supposed to go. You're taking steps in, I think, something new. I think kind of the thing it's saying is don't do what you were doing before. You need to take new steps in your career, because you're going to build something for yourself. This is career advancement for you. That's going to build you stability. Is basically all it's saying. You know, Aquarius, I think that's it. I want to end there. It is such a nice reading, and it's a real reading of. Also, too, I just saw this. You might hear about this opportunity through these people that, you know, are telling you, like, you know, I feel like it's people around your table or something, and in one breath, someone's, you know, could be causing doubt for you or something, or trying to, and then the other one is saying, hey, did you hear that they were hiring at the whatever place, and you might hear about it, and it ends up being a golden opportunity. See, that golden opportunity is here, right? And that's what this is. I do want to hear in the comments, because I bet there's a bunch of you saying, I'm not moving, or I can't afford to move, or, you know, about this. And I feel sure about this. I feel sure about this. Anyway, I hope it resonates for you. Please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget about the special. Happy New Year. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I'm so glad to deliver this birthday present. Take care. Talk to you soon.